Great to have your company this morning. Let's check the latest in entertainment with Sophie.
Thank you, guys. Well, Coldplay has wowed audiences in Perth overnight, performing the first of two massive sold-out shows at Optus Stadium. Fans flew in from across the country before being taken on a trip down memory lane over the band's incredible 24-year success. And in a really special moment, Coldplay superfan from Brisbane, Jaslyn Pomer, was brought on stage for their performance of Everglow, crediting the band with helping her through her cancer journey. Take a look. There's a lot that you gave me, I've been shallow. There's a feeling Everglow. Isn't that gorgeous? And of course, one of their final songs of the night, this tearjerker. Beautiful. The band shared this incredible image on Twitter as well, saying, "Thank you, Perth. That was off the charts." It certainly was. The spectacle continues tonight, though, for round two. The Friends of Cast are in talks to reunite again for a special tribute to the late Matthew Perry at the upcoming Emmy Awards. Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc and David Schwimmer are all expected to take the stage together, wanting to share their own personal memories and give their friend and colleague a worthy public send-off. How special. Good news for fans of the hit show Big Little Lies. Star of the series Nicole Kidman has spilled that there will be a third season. How good? Here's what she had to say at a Q&A about.
And then this situation came along where Reese Witherspoon and I were able to produce that show and create that show. And then all of you watched it and made it a massive success. And we will be bringing you a third one, just FYI.
I absolutely binged that. It was so good. Have you guys seen it?
No, I don't think I have. But that's not unusual for me. I just don't have the time.
We'll take your word for it though, Sophie.
I'd rather play tennis.
A ticket in town right now. Coldplay hitting just one Australian city on their massive world tour.
Fans flocked to Optus Stadium in Perth last night for the first of their back-to-back sold-out shows.
How good. So to tell us all about this concert, Editor-in-Chief of Rolling Stone Australia, Poppy Ried in Perth. Poppy, how are you shaping up this morning? It looks so good.
Oh, it was amazing. I'll be honest. I think I've lost my voice a little bit. It was a late one. Me and around 60,000 other people had the hottest ticket in town in Perth, and my feet are a little bit sore from all the dancing. But God, it was incredible. Chris Martin said on stage that it was kind of funny. It was like, you know, we've been rehearsing for this show for 119 concerts because that's how many they've done on this tour so far. And they haven't played Perth since 2009. Pretty amazing. And then after tonight, I believe that they will break the record for the biggest two-night attendance at Perth's Optus Arena, so over 130,000 plus people. So they beat Ed Sheeran, which I know Ed Sheeran loves a record, so he might be a bit miffed about that.
Wow, it is a really impressive venue. Poppy, tell us about the concert. What was your favourite moment?
Oh, that's so hard to pick. I mean, like the first song had confetti and the second song, all these balloons were released. It felt like this neon rainbow had just vomited all over Perth. And then we had these LED wristbands where that was a thing that Coldplay had brought in. I'd never done that prior. No band had ever done that, where we were part of the show and all our wristbands lit up to match the songs. It was incredible. I mean, I loved the moment where they played Fix You. That felt like, that song is special to everyone. You know, I was crying a little bit. Chris Martin sounded like he was singing it for the first time. There were also these really clever moments, you know, that song, The Scientist, how the lyrics are, we go back to the start. And then they had all this crowd footage, which they rewound and then took us back to Viva La Vida, which they released in 2008, which was really special. But probably the best moment was when Chris Martin got everyone to hold up their signs, and he saw the sign from this young girl which said, "I beat cancer to be here, play Everglow." And he got her up on stage on piano, and he sang to her, and he changed the lyrics to be about her. I don't know if you guys have got any footage of that.
Do we have any footage of that? I'm a little teary looking at
Poppy,
that.
what was it like watching
Oh.
that? Just take us to that moment.
Oh, it was beautiful because you've got these big screens where you can see every emotion on her face, and weirdly, she seemed quite comfortable up there. She was really into the moment. She was looking into Chris Martin's eyes for some of it, and they just shared this very special moment. And then at the end, she said, "Hey, it's also my dad's birthday. Can you give him a shout out?"
Oh, wow, what a legend. That looks amazing. Poppy, we know people flew in from all over the country. I think about 30% of the audience was from outside WA. That stadium is amazing. What was the atmosphere like?
Oh, I mean, when you're a band as big as Coldplay, I feel like the world is your audience. You know, you've got every age demographic, young and old, every gender split was there. It felt like it was the biggest night of the year for most of the fans in that arena. I mean, a lot of them got there way early. It felt like the entire stadium was filled for Amy Shark's support set, which was incredible, by the way. I feel like she is ready to just play stadiums forever. But the atmosphere was joyous. It was like this visual feast the entire time. The audience was completely involved. We felt like we were part of the show. I feel like a Coldplay gig has to be on every Australian's bucket list. Have either of you gone? Have either of you seen Coldplay live?
Yeah, I went to a gig at Marvel Stadium in Melbourne once, and it was so good. As you say, it's very immersive and colourful as well, which is just so good. And Chris Martin is just a gentleman.
Can you get me a ticket if I can score a flight over to WA in time? Can you get me a ticket for tonight, Poppy?
Come tonight, absolutely. I actually feel like you might not have to wait too long for another Coldplay Australian tour. Hint, hint.
Right.
Oh, there's a nice,
That sounds like a little
nice tease.
Poppy, always good to chat. Thanks so much.
And British rock legends Coldplay have taken to the stage in Perth for their first show down under. Optus Stadium lighting up in sparkles as more than 60,000 fans filled the arena, all wearing LED wristbands. The band performed 22 of their greatest hits and had music icon Amy Shark and Thelma Plum as supporting acts.
You make me feel like I'm alive.
Coldplay thanked fans after the show last night. They will play in Perth again tonight in front of another sold-out crowd. He's such a showman, isn't he?
I have massive FOMO looking at that right
same.
now.
Seriously. And with those wristbands, it's all dark, and then he says, put your hands in the air, and
Yes, it's
everyone,
like a-
and it becomes like the night sky. It's
Like a
incredible.
light show. It is. Look at that.
Ah.
What a venue as well. Optus Stadium in Perth. Hello to all our
Amazing.
WA viewers this morning.